A Plaguelands Media production.
Hey everyone, this is Hugh from Plaguelands Media bringing you the final part 3 of Knightfall Volume 1. You can go and check out the first two parts of this story in the videos on my channel. So cheers to that. I had never read these issues until reading these last night, actually. So this is part 18 of Knightfall. We can see Batman and Bane on the cover. We get John Paul Valley as Batman. We can see that he has constructed these clawed gloves, which we saw in the other part. And he's off on the hunt. He goes to see Commissioner Gordon, who tells him that Montoya and Bullock haven't been able to get anything out of Bane's three associates, Trog, Zombie, and Birdie. Commissioner Gordon is quite shocked when Batman doesn't just leave. Batman's like, I thought you had more to say. It's kind of an amusing little thing. Here we have Kitchen Bullock trying to get information out of Zombie, but not getting anywhere. They take him back to his cell. You can see that they have the three of them split up here. A package arrives that said, watch and wait, B. There is a smoke grenade in there. They put on the gas masks and manage to escape from the prison. Dick Grayson is talking to the housekeeper. She still hasn't heard anything from Alfred and Bruce. At this point, Batman, Azrael, basically follows the three of them to Bane's safe house. They thought that Bane was the one that broke them out, but he wasn't. B stood for Batman, so Bane's like, you idiots. Just as Batman comes bursting through and proceeds to take the three goons down. He really wants Bane, however. So Bane and Batman get into a knockdown fight. It's a really great sequence where Bane is kind of mocking him for being an imitation Batman, but he manages to score some hits with his new clawed gloves. The fight kind of goes outside, gets even more vicious. When Batman, thinking he has the upper hand, doesn't, and Bane basically leaves him hanging upside down from this window washer's ledge here. And we all know what's going to happen. This leads us into Knightfall 19. This is issue 500 of Batman. So this is a longer issue than usual. But you can see Jean Paul Valley has now constructed more of the new Bat suit. So Bane cuts the rope and Jean Paul Valley falls. He can't get the grappling hook in on time. He manages to jump off the wall and land in this pool. I believe this is a hotel. Bane makes good his escape just as Batman is kind of recovering. Robin, Tim Drake, calls his girlfriend, Ariana, and she's like, I haven't heard from you in weeks. Are we going out? He's like, no, I can't. Sorry. She's like, then why the hell did you call me? I don't know. Bye. Kitchen Montoya finds Zombie, Birdie, and Trog. And they kind of debate what to do. Robin goes to confront Jean Paul Valley and basically tells him, you've got to stop this. You're too aggressive. You're taking all the honor out of the suit. And Jean Paul's like, it's my suit now. Basically, fuck off. And Robin kind of storms away. And then we see Jean Paul in the Batcave constructing or designing more of this armor. These are kind of triggers that he's getting from the Order of Saint Dumas that have implanted them in his mind ages ago. I don't really know the whole backstory of this character. Detective Kitch goes to see the mayor. The mayor's changed his stance on Batman because Batman saved his life earlier. Then we see Sarah Essen talking to Commissioner Gordon, and Commissioner Gordon's like, this isn't the Batman that I knew. There's something wrong. He's different. John Paul is constructing his suit. We see Ace the Bat Hound in the Batcave. John Paul smashes the security cameras, so Bruce Wayne's kind of tech guy can't see him. Bane goes to see Zombie, who's in prison, and he's like, I need more venom. Zombie's like, you're going to get us out? Bane's like, nope. Tell me where the venom is. Nightwing finally makes an appearance. Robin kind of lets him know that John Paul's going over the deep end, and Nightwing's like, just let him do his thing. Robin confesses that he actually designed the costume for Azrael, and Batman tasked him with training Azrael, but he thinks he made a mistake. It's too much like the costume of a former Batman villain. And Nightwing's like, just let him be. This will work itself out. Bane goes to get more venom, which puts him in the mood to find this imposter Batman. Bruce and Alfred are in Santa Prisca now, and Bruce is trying to kind of get over the guilt he feels for Kinsolving's kidnapping. Bane goes to the person that is in control of this billboard, snaps his neck, and types a big threat on it. Robin goes down to the Batcave and sees the designs that John Paul Valley has for the new armor, which we can see here in part 2, The Descent. I'm not sure how I feel about this Batman costume. It's great in differentiating Jean Paul from Bruce, but I don't know. The design choice is a little too 90s for my liking. He sees the billboard, goes and starts kind of attacking Bane. The detectives have been told to just let it work itself out. Batman will win in the end. Even if you've got a shot, you can't take it. So Bane and Batman get into it, and it is bloody and brutal. Batman hits him with 3 batarangs there, manages to, cut him up a bit. Batman takes as good as he gives. He manages to blind Bane, and then Bane starts to escape. Bane gets shot by some of the snipers that are waiting there, but Commissioner Gordon is like, hold your fire. He jumps onto a train. Now, this is a really interesting scene here, because while he's on the train, which Batman manages to grab onto, he tells the passengers to get out of the way. Like, a typical villain would just be having the fight on the train. Think of the fight between Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man in Spider-Man 2. Here, he literally tells the guys, get out of this carriage now, and then so that's kind of a moralistic choice, but then he throws the train conductor in front of the train, which is really weird. Batman comes, and the fight gets crazy. Robin shows up, and Robin is trying to work out how he can disentangle these two, and he manages to sever the train carriages, and so the passengers are safe. But the train carriage, the engine goes out of control, flies off the tracks, right into a building. Bane and Jean Paul are still fighting, and Jean Paul gets the upper hand, and Robin is like, please don't kill him. You've got to fight this. And he looks at Bane, and he's like, I've broken you now. So Bane has been broken by a Batman, not necessarily the Batman. And he kind of reconciles with Robin at the end here. It's like, you did make the right choice, good job, kid, and whatnot. And that is the end of Volume 1 of Knightfall. Volume 2, Knightquest, is going to be coming up soon. But let's have a look at some of the extra stuff, some of these covers. Broken Bats. And there's Bane having a cup of tea. Isn't that nice? So that is the complete Volume 1 of Knightfall. There is Volume 2 and 3 to go. This, so far, is a fantastic series. The choice of Jean-Paul Valley as Batman, not having read what led up to that, is a little bit odd. But, you know, this is the 90s. It is to be expected. And ultimately, Dick Grayson does take the mantle of Batman after Batman is killed, supposedly, by Darkseid. We find out that he's, in fact, been thrown back in time. So Dick Grayson ultimately will become Batman, but he's Nightwing in this. He's his own person. So, yeah, there you have it. I will be reviewing the rest of the Knightfall series, so stick around for that if you want to know what happens. Otherwise, you know, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Drink some bad decision juice. But, you know, ultimately, read a fucking book, people.